EA Sports of the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from the Steel City. Corey Horton now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play fake, here's Milrow. He's going to air one out right away. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend.
And under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is third and long. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he'll go forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 on the Seahawks' 46-yard line.
A run play here with Strong. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
Down at the 37-yard line. Brings up second down.
So, from the 37, here's second and 1. They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. Finding room to the 20. And he will get into the end zone. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's his second touchdown of the year. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Horton. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
An 8-yard gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a yard. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back. and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Rolling right. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Thrust to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. The rookie from Alabama on target there. It is a first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. On first and 10, it's Milroe. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
In trouble, and down he goes. That's the fourth-time All-Pro T.J. Watt. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Now Milroe facing third and long. He'll air it out down the middle. This one just too far for the receiver. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, it's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. They have it 2nd and 4 coming up. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead. The tight end motioning left here. On play action, here's Darnold. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he will score! Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. For Sam Darnold, career touchdown pass, 99. He's one away from 100, and that's number 1 as a Seahawk.
His kick is good. That ties the game at 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for
We're on
Seattle.
top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Johnson now to return. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. Up the sideline to the 40. And it'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Warren. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 50-yard line.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. Open man downfield is Smith. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss
Well,
of
nothing
2.
doing here, and I think you
Brings
can
up
see
2nd
pretty
and
early
12
on. Now, while he's
at the
trying to
Seahawks
remain patient
26-yard
and see if a
line.
hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. Just he never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Well, here down the field will fall incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic. Don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here. The defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Go with their fullback trying to get it. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today. We're just getting started.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Seahawks 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle.
4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That one to Zach Charbonnet. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 20. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. We've got a quarterback who's in complete control. We got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
7 brings up 2nd down at the 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
That is caught. He finds Walker. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Deputy Rangers, Deputy Rangers.
On play action, Milrow on the run to the right. That is caught at the 3. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Walker. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. Now Seattle will use the final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready?
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run the sneak, and he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Johnson now to return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 31-yard line.
he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Warren. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to 9.
John Smith, the tight end, man he was looking for there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. Return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Up the sideline, past midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will go all the way. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Myers now to add the PAT. He gets it to go. And the Seahawks will tie things up. We are all even at 14.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. Oh, the ball's out. The Seahawks scoop it up.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Seattle.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Now, Milrow, this is a designed run, and that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Milrow. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, That's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
Johnson now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Here's Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No gain.
That's caught by Smith on the right side. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
They'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 41-yard line.
On second down, Warren. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is third down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. From the gun, Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the Steelers' 42-yard
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 9. Darnold. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He works free, right side. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. The defense comes up with the big play. And the pick six changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Darnold to throw on first down. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
On Thornhill that time. Good cover, able to knock it away.
So it's a 3-deep zone here, so they call that cover 3 defense. So what they're going to have is they're going to have a center fielder. He's going to be in the middle of the field, and it's his job that on the quarterback's throw, he has to be able to break and play that entire middle third of the defense. So you got to have the right guy back there, not only with the instincts, but then the speed and the ball skills to go make a play on the ball.
That is hot, and he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Steelers 21. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Johnson now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Warren. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down.
319.
Here's Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run with one. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Here comes 2nd down. To throw is he is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Going to need a big play now. 3rd down and long. They'll drop to throw. Forced to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
This one is on target, and it is good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. This is 1st and 10. Walker. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Darnold now to throw. He'll rotate Cobb. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 16 yards. Pick up on that one. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down. Here's Darnold. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing, Darnold. the flat, and it's complete. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Towels waving, Steeler fans on their feet. It's third down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Going up top. That ball intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now they're off. This is back on the field.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. Here's 1st down. Here we go. One final play. Headed left, buying time. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. So, overtime coming up, and remember the rules now were changed in the offseason. They're the same as the overtime playoff rules. So each team gets to possess the football once. If you score a touchdown in the opening drive, it's no longer a walk-off. The other team can match it. From then on, it's next score wins. Each team gets 3 timeouts. Any defensive score ends the game. All replay challenges come from upstairs. And we play 1 overtime period. If it's still tied, that's the way the game ends. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Throw on 1st down is Darnold. Pushed out to his right. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion. We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
Darnold to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Slant, Smith-Njigba has it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
First down, Seahawks.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. They weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
To the 5-yard line.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. One more time with Walker.
Walker again, ball carrier.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. Pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to get a leg up in the OT. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. He knocks it through. So, it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. The final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.